Karan, OTT, as I said, and you agree, isn't making money. But it has come and dealt a solid blow at the knees of the theatrical business in India. Right? The whole got released, and it sort of filled me with a lot of sunshine because you did look at the brighter side of things. And since theatrical and theaters need so much of solid investment and physical infrastructure, and they've been the original passion project for every family to go out and celebrate whenever they can, once a week.
Stars have been created on that.
Absolutely. So passion, give it for free to DD, which is ridiculous. But on the same lines, now I'm saying theater is such a big intrinsic, much invested in property or way of life or sector. Do you think there should be some kind of preferential support for the theatrical business in the space, whether regulatory, whether industry gets together, or what should be done to empower and help theater? Where do you see it going?
So, firstly, theater from a footfall standpoint, 20% of footfalls have been wiped off from the market because of OTT. Okay, one thought that OTT is not a threat, but OTT is a threat. It's very much visible in the numbers because people are not going to consume small, medium budget films in cinemas. They're only consuming large budget films. If you look at the data, pre-COVID times, the split between small, medium budget and large budget films in terms of Hindi box office was around 50-50 largely.
Okay.
Today that number is 90% led by large budget films, which means frequency has taken a sharp drop and people are going to cinemas only if the film is worth their time, effort and money. Because even ticket prices have, increased by 40-50% since pre-COVID times. So I think this is a structural disruption here, what we are seeing. But I think in the last 2-3 months, I think films like Hanuman, Article 370, Crew, multiple small, medium budget films have done well. It's showing some respite, but this trend has to continue. Okay, that's point number one. And secondly, I think we need more large budget films because even the flow of films has come down. And it's not because films are going to OTT. It is also because, OTT platforms are saying that, they're not able to buy rights because of budget constraints and all those kind of things. And the flow of films has come down because not every producer is capable to make films which are cost of 200 crores plus. Right? Because medium budget, small budget films number have come down because there's no acceptance of these films in cinemas.
Correct.
So I'm saying this is the structural trend which is here to stay. Now to address the question in terms of what could be done as a future standpoint, one move is already taken care, consolidation. So PVR Inox consolidation is done. That's a very big saving grace for them. They've got synergies. They've made the business better in terms of efficiencies, better in terms of profitability. So that is done. I think beyond this, 5 years back, we were debating that, we should have more screens, we should build more screens, develop more screens. Our penetration is low per screen basis. I don't think that is required for now. Because for now, the frequency has come down very sharply. I think unless we see a structural thing in terms of the content kind of issues getting arrested, wherein you have most medium budget films, people going in large numbers, footfalls going beyond pre-COVID, unless that doesn't happen, we should not think of very hefty screen growth. Secondly, from a government standpoint, I think what they can do is they can definitely try and help them in form of some kind of SOPs, right? They could give, GST waivers. They could probably, do some kind of a window arrangement with OTT in terms of now the window I think is very different. Some producers are asking 4 weeks, some producers are asking 8 weeks. So somewhere if the window time is reduced, it does impact theatrical footfall. We do that in the numbers as well. So I think these are things which they can do. But beyond the point, I don't see cinemas going to that 20% plus growth trajectory on top line as compared to what they were pre-COVID.